Hey YouTube Nation, this is Brett coming at you from Rehab, Rent, Repeat. Today we're going to be walking through, going to give you a quick nickel tour of a fixer-upper I recently bought. Here we are in the middle of a pandemic. A lot of us staying closer to home, trying to figure out what we're going to do. Income sources are shifting and changing. This came up for sale very close to my house and took a look, and I just couldn't believe how everything lined up. So I'm going to walk you through, kind of give you some of the details on this place, show you the good and the bad and the ugly. I apologize for the sound. We are right across from a major highway in my area, which is now to my back. Let me switch this camera around so you can see the actual house here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch, obviously built in the 70s, I'm guessing. Beautiful little grove of persimmons out front here. As you can see, it needs a lot of serious TLC. We're going to go inside and take a look. I'm going to show you this gorgeous backyard. This house actually happens to be on 2.5 acres. We're still sort of blank slating it, I would call that, meaning that we've just been hauling all the crap out of the basement. Some of that you can see down there below the deck. Let's go on inside and take a look. All right, here we are in the kitchen. It has a very nice kitchen area. I'm going to just pivot around here. I walked in through the 2-car garage, and I'm in the process of starting to rehab. What you can see behind me, of course, is this is where the countertop was before. Of course, pulled out this old super crummy appliance, and let me show you this floor as well. Here's our styling floor that we're going to cover up with some modern day click together vinyl flooring. So I'm going to come back out here. I entered the house through the 2-car garage. Here's our pantry, real nice size pantry. I'm going to scan this to give you a sense of the area. We're going to be replacing the sliding glass doors. And then we just have a really nice open kitchen concept. I've pulled all the appliances out, tore out the old cabinets and countertops. I'll tell you one thing this house has going for it is that the cabinets are actually salvageable. This house has been abandoned for about 3 years, so we had to evict the field mice, but with some really good scrubbing, these cabinets are going to come back, which will save us a lot on the rehab. Here we are in the front room, typical brick fireplace. My daughter came up with some great ideas to just probably paint that with the white paint, bring it back like you see people doing on Pinterest. Obviously that paneling will go. The windows throughout the house are dated with this trim, of course, but our budget doesn't really allow us to replace those right now, and they are in good shape, so we're just going to leave them alone. I'm just coming back here. You'll notice that we've torn out this wall. One thing we plan to do here between the kitchen and the family room is go ahead and put in some laminated beams, or actually in this case a couple 2x12s, and open this wall up. I think that it'll really add to the airy feel of this, and everybody's into the open concept homes anymore. So let's go take a look down the hallway now. All right, heading down the hallway, we've got a bathroom on the left. I'll just give a quick scan in there. As you can see, I've already demoed the old fiberglass tub. We're in the process of reframing this space, which I'll explain here in a minute. We just put a sealer coat over the old linoleum floor, and we will be laying our new click together vinyl flooring directly over that. Back to the hallway, we've got a nice size closet and bedroom here on the right. Had to tear off some wallpaper, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Tore out the old carpet. Into the hall, nice little closet. Got another nice sized bedroom here. I'll just come on in. We're gonna try to actually leave the baseboard and trim in place and just paint all this. Not sure if we're gonna paint all the trim white, if we'll have time and budget for that, or if we're gonna have to save that. I think that's gonna be phase 2. Now I've turned right and I'm in the master bedroom, which has a closet here to the right. Hopefully you can see it behind all this junk. And nice window. Then I scan around to the opposite wall. There's the doorway we just came into. Another closet there. And now let me go ahead and explain what we're doing to this bathroom. you might be able to see this gray painted outline. That was more or less actually it's like this. That was the footprint of the original bathroom. It was probably 5 feet by 5 feet maximum. And it had this weird side wall and this very small shower. So I'm sure you've all watched plenty of fixer-upper shows, and it seems to me that the place they always spend the big bucks on and flips is the kitchen and increasing the size of the master bath, which we have done now. Hopefully you're able to kind of visually see what's going on there space-wise. I'd say we doubled the size of the master bathroom that we're going to rebuild here. And if you see we're going to put in a full-size tub and shower surround. Of course, you see that white stub out on the PVC. That's where the toilet's going to go. And then beyond that, hopefully I don't further confuse you, you can look into the front hallway bathroom, which is right there. And we're going to steal some square footage out of it to make this master bath larger. All right, so that's the quick tour of the upstairs. We're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch house from the early 70s that we're getting ready to rehab. As you can see, the majority of what it needs, frankly, is just cosmetic, right? Other than a little bit of light framing that we're doing and a little bit of sheetrock, the vast majority of this job is actually going to just be TLC, putting fresh coat of paint on things, cleaning everything up, putting a new countertop in the kitchen. Obviously get some really nice appliances in here, new light fixtures. One thing I like to do is always replace all the light switches, of course, and outlets and things like that, bring those up to date. And so I think our biggest expense probably is going to be new flooring throughout the whole house. And to be honest, we might just pick one vinyl flooring option and just put that throughout and just completely do away with all of the carpet, of course. I'm not sure if we're going to fix this and flip it, do a fixer-upper, or if we're going to fix and hold. I think more than likely we'll probably fix this up on a budget and then get it ready to rent out. We do live close to a college town, so it'd be a great place to have a little rental house. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the inside of this house. Like I mentioned, this is probably an early 70s house here that we're looking at. I know it was abandoned for a number of years. Before that, of course, it's had several decades of deferred maintenance stacking up on top of it. So it's a lot to do, but I gotta say most of it is fairly cosmetic. Other than some of that framing, new framing and sheetrocking that we're doing, the vast majority of this is cleaning, painting, new flooring. The kitchen should be a fairly budget-friendly rehab, considering the fact that we're going to be able to reuse all the really nice quality cabinets, and we'll just be looking at countertops, newer appliances, things like that. So we'll talk about that in more detail in future videos. I think for my next video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the full basement. It has a lot of potential, and it also has several pitfalls that are part of the reason that I got such a good deal on this. So stay tuned, please subscribe, hit the like button. I hope you'll follow me on this journey. My goal here is to kind of excite, inspire, and empower people to take the plunge themselves. I gotta say, I'm not a man of means. When I got this project, one of the main reasons that it was a bullseye for me is that the seller offered some really great terms that I'll go into in another video that made this super doable for me and put me in a position where I can really make this sweat equity and knowledge that I've gained over the years really work to my benefit. In the meantime, please catch up with me on my website, Rehab, Rent, Repeat, where I'll be sharing all kinds of tips on DIY, fixer-uppers, and some creative financing ideas as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on this little walk with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.